I get asked all the time for tips on how to have and run a successful business. And I hear tons of advice from everyone, and a lot of that's great information. So a lot of people think having trucks and salt spreaders and plows will make you have a successful business. Some people think having a shed or a shop or a building, that'll make you have a successful business, right? Some people think having a nice lawnmower or 2 lawnmowers is going to make you have a successful business. And as nice as they are and as much money as they will make you as a tool that you will utilize in your business, they're not going to make you a successful business. Now, having a shop and a building or a shed like myself is very important to keeping your equipment clean and safe and out of the weather. But it's not going to make you have a successful business. So I know some of you are probably saying, Sean, just tell us what's going to make us have a successful business. What's going to make us successful? Bear with me. I'm going to tell you and I'm going to show you. What is the most important thing to having and running any successful business? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're at in the world. It does not matter. If you don't have this, you can't run a successful business. And I'll tell you right now, this isn't gonna cost you a thing other than maybe some blood, sweat, tears, and a lot of hard work. And I know this from personal experience dealing with this, because I had the lawnmowers, I had the pickup trucks, I had the plow, but I didn't have this. And it took me a long time to understand that without this, my business couldn't operate, especially at its peak, at its best, and where I wanted it to be. So stick with me. I'm taking you guys along on this journey. All right, so I just got here. I'm gonna tell you guys, just as soon as I get up here, what is the most important thing to having a successful business? Any business, not just lawn care or landscaping, any business. So you're probably wondering, Sean, why don't you just tell us? And I am telling you. You just might not be aware just yet of it. But it took a long time, like I've already shared with you, before I understood this. I thought the most important things were getting the equipment, getting the trucks. And as important as those are, they're not the most important. If you guys have never been here or seen it, this is the McKinley Monument. It's absolutely awesome, historic. So President William McKinley and his family are entombed in here, and I spent a lot of time here since I was a teenager. As soon as I could drive, out of high school, I wanted to join the military, and weight was an issue. Not straight out of high school. Straight out of high school, I'd have probably been okay, but I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do at that point. And yeah, life happened. And then probably 20 to 22, I lost a ton of weight and got married and thought I was going into the military. And then this left eye hindered that. So for you longtime subscribers, you'll know I've shared it in the past. My left eye is legally blind. It's 2400 uncorrectable. Now I can see out of it. I just can't see, if I close my right eye, anything significant. So basically the biggest letter on the eye chart, if I close my right eye, I can't make out what that is. I can see it's something. It's typically like black and white and fuzzy, but the right eye overpowers it. So what is the most important thing? You. You're the most important thing. The trucks are cool, they're nice, they make our lives easier, they make us money, typically, except for whenever we're not using them. And trust me, that happens as well. But at the end of the day, guys, the most important thing is you, and you alone. Because You can have every piece of equipment in the world, and I know this from personal experience, because 2016 my business was doing really well, and you know, I had pretty much everything I needed: trucks, mowers, trailers, you name it. I could have a successful business. I had a successful business. But that season was my hardest season, because I hit my highest weight ever, which was 310 pounds. And I knew going into winter, it was going to be bad. Wintertime, I typically put on a few pounds like most people. And that year, I decided I was going to have gastric bypass. So I had the gastric bypass, had to lose a bunch of weight to have the gastric bypass. They just don't let anybody come in. At least they shouldn't. You got to show that you're willing to put into work. And I did that and got the gastric bypass. I'm year almost 6 now. I believe this December will be year 6. I maintain 190 to 205, I'd say. Kind of fluctuate up and down. Change my workout regimens. I used to just be running and running and running. Like, I'd come here and run 4 or 5 miles. And now I'm more into like lifting and building that muscle up, because when I had that surgery, I was super strong. I've always been super strong, even in high school. But I lost a ton of muscle mass along with the fat. And after that, the strength was way down. So I've been working on that. So in your business, you can have all the tools, but if you're not good up here and in your body, it's not going to matter. You're not going to be the best you or the best version of you. So please take care of yourselves just as much as you take care of your equipment, even more. You're the most important piece of equipment you own. Your health, your mentality, your life, your family's life, all of that, far more important than any piece of equipment, any mower, any truck, any trailer you could ever own. So that video I was sharing along with this video, I'm exposing myself a little bit there, because those are super old videos. I mean, probably 7-8 years ago. And some of our new subscribers probably have never seen myself like that before. But guys, I keep this thing an open book. And just like me coming to the steps, 310 pounds in that video, I could only walk up to the top of these stairs one time and back down. And that was it. And that was with a brake. And now you'll see I'm able to do it pretty easy. Don't get me wrong, it's labor intensive. There's 108 stairs to the top and back down. And it's pretty chilly out here. My lungs are not liking it. I want to quit. But you just got to push yourself forward. And I can remember making a video a long time ago standing at the bottom of these stairs looking up. And I said it reminds me a lot of how I felt whenever I was starting my lawn care business. Because say you're at the bottom of these stairs looking at the top there and you're 310 pounds, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge. It's not going to be easy. But you just put one foot in front of the other and one set of steps at a time. And before you know it, you're at the top of the stairs. I'll be honest with you, my lungs don't do the best in cold weather. Although it's sunny, it's probably, I don't know, high 40s maybe. I think I got 10 sets in. Door here. Still not 100% from that cold. Miley actually came down with it last night. We're all doing better. And go figure, when we're on the up, Miley got it. She's doing a little bit better. Savannah took her to the doctor a little bit ago. You guys remember I said the throat was burning and stuff. That's what she woke up with at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We thought maybe she got strep, but her strep test came back negative. But this is why I stress to you guys. I always make it a priority now to stay on top of my fitness. Even when I'm slacking, I'm still getting in my workouts. And that's all it is. Just like in business, getting up every single day, putting in the work. That spider web effect I've stressed to you guys about for years. A lot more back in the day than recently. Spider's got to get up every day, build that web, or he doesn't eat. He's got to catch his food, just like your business. You got to get up every day, work on it, build that web, get that business, get that food. I'm gonna catch my breath here and I'll come back. So I know I've been stressing to you guys about your health being the most important thing. And it is 100%. And even to this day, I'm continuously learning this. And learning the hard way. And that's by experience. And I'll say it like this. You're the most important thing. Your health is the most important thing. But you have to also put yourself first. And myself as a parent, you know, as a father, as a husband, and as a brother, a son, all of that. And you guys, the same, whether you're a man or a woman, you know, you're somebody's daughter, mother, sister, whatever. You know, we always tend to, me personally, I always tend to put other people ahead of myself. And coming into 2023, and that's why I say I'm still learning, I'm learning to put myself first this year. And it's not easy. But if I'm not the best that I can be, I can't be the best for everybody else, right? And I'm a helper. I help people, and I help people, and I want to see people get ahead. And a lot of times that's at my own detriment and at my own health. You know, putting others before myself. I'm not working out every single day, you know, because I'm taking care of this or that for someone else. And, you know, sometimes this is a hard pill to swallow because, you know, if you're like myself, we do for others, we do for others, and we do for others without any expectations or any compensation, anything like that. But then the person that we're helping or the people that we're helping do nothing with it. They just keep wanting more and more and more. And, you know, 2022 taught me a lot. And it was our best year ever in business, on the social media side of the business and in personal life in our business, most profitable. I mean, we've done great. And a lot of that is a thanks to you guys. So thank you. Yeah, but on the backside of that is the side that I'm still learning about. And that's no matter how hard we work or how great we do, you know, you can sit down with people or certain businesses that you just literally busted your tail for, you know, for years and years. So that's why I made this year, 2023, you know, my personal goal. Not saying I'm going to neglect my family in any way. I'm still going to be dad, you know, number one, husband, you know, number one, but also, you know, putting myself before a lot of other things that I've put ahead of that, business-wise, even social media-wise. You know, if I'm not the best I can be, I can't be the best for everyone else. And the same for you. If you're not the best you can be, you can't be the best for your business. And I see a lot of posts right now. Guys are buying new equipment, new mowers, new trucks. And they're like, yeah, so amped up and ready to get the season going. And then I look at their page, you know, and I'm like, man, not in the greatest health. You know, or I see some of their posts, you know, a couple weeks ago, they're supposed to be something super negative and they were in a bad spot. And we all go through those ebb and flows, you know. Me especially, I'm very weather oriented with my mentality for the day, man. I'll tell you what, anymore it's hard to stay in Ohio during the winters because it's like into the ground. The sunlight, being outside in the sun, working outside is when I'm my happiest. Like right now, I know I got that face that, you know, screams I'm always mad or whatever, but I'm happy as can be. I got my workout in, I'm feeling good. Still got congestion, but, you know, overall good. So I just want to stress to you guys and gals out there to put yourself first, especially with your health and your mentality. It's not being selfish. It's not being neglectful. You just got to be the best you to be the best for everyone else as well and to help others. And yeah, kind of going into what I was going into, you know, I thought I was the best in 2022, you know, for everyone. But at the end of the day, I kind of let my health slide a little bit. Not anything crazy, about 12 pounds. But I did. I let it slide a little bit and holding myself accountable. But a lot of that was, you know, I wanted to do great for other people, other companies. And at the end of the day, you know, they just didn't want the same for me. It was just an all want, no give relationship. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, that's life, and you learn these lessons, and you move on, right? You learn from it. You learn, you know, somebody you might assume is your best friend might not be your best friend. They might not have your best intentions. And then other people that you're like, yeah, you know, you might not be my, you know, connect with me exactly. You come to find out, they're a great person, and they would go above and beyond for you, just like you would do for them. So don't let anybody change you. Only change yourself, and for the better. And I always tell people, you know, if you're working every single day to get better and you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, you know, nothing but good can come out of it. And I have these little sayings that I have on my door over here. I know you guys can't see it. It's my crappy garage door that I'm going to be replacing. But it says, excuses don't get results. That's one of them. And then whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. And these are quotes by great people. But it's just true, because what I want to do every single day is when I come out of my house, I'm going to look straight at that door. So my house door's here, boom, come into the office, boom. I'm going to see those sayings right there, and I'm going to remember them. And it's so true. You know, excuses don't get results, plain and simple. So there's no point in making an excuse, because no matter what excuse we tell ourselves, you know, we're too busy, I don't have the time, yada, 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 you know, it's only you that aren't going to benefit from it, and your business isn't going to benefit from it. So yeah, excuses can make us, and I still do them today, I'm not perfect. You know, excuses can make us feel good short term and get us by and hopefully get back on the ball the next day, whatever. But at the end of the day, those excuses don't get results. So it's on you, it's on me, and everyone else to put in the effort. And most importantly, with our health. And if your health is good, you're going to be able to knock out more jobs, guys. You're going to look better. You're going to be more confident. And you're going to be an overall better businessman or woman out there, just absolutely crushing it for real, in the real world. Out there hitting doors, out there making new contacts with people. Every single day you should be talking about your business, whether it's on social media, with your friends, family, it doesn't matter. Every single day you should be talking your business and getting the word out there that, hey, I'm available, I'm ready to rock and roll, and let's get to it. So that's my video for today. And the reason I made this video is I had another video I wanted to do, and time just didn't allow for it. So then I started making the excuse, well, I'll still go ahead and make the video, I just won't be able to get my workout in later tonight because I'll be editing. And I started making that excuse. And then I started thinking to myself as I'm sitting there sipping my coffee after my chiropractor appointment, you know what? I can do both. And, you know, tomorrow will be a different day. The next day will be a different day. But I need to share this with you guys, because we get so hung up on the equipment. And it's great. The equipment's awesome. It's cool. It's fun. Our community has came so far, and I'm so proud of this community. you know, just the respect level that the green industry is now starting to get. And it's up to you guys and gals coming up as well, especially the younger generation, to, you know, take that and run with it as far as you guys want to take it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't plan on going anywhere, but I'm just saying, you know, it'll be up to the next generation for how far this thing goes. And yeah, I think the sky's the limit for all of you and all of us. And I think we've only scratched the surface with what we can achieve here in the community, but it's still up to each and every one of us to put out great content and to make the community and people better as a whole. So hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, keep mowing, keep growing, keep making money, boys. We'll talk to you later. TQ out. Peace. Bye-bye. Ugh.